Okay, so for the first tower, we got Ranger bottom path. I mean, the fact that it's Ranger makes it trash, to be honest. Put a C tier. Nah, D tier. I don't actually know. I'll put C tier and then the top path D tier. The bottom path at least does a good amount of damage. Now we got a shotgunner, but this one's like the auto one with the shiesty. I mean, I put it at C tier. He's not really that good, but he's not like the worst. Like this path of shotgunner, he's actually trash. Put him in D tier. Now we got the operator with the stealth detection. He doesn't spawn the Humvee or anything, but he's not that bad, to be honest. He really carried me in the intermediate, so I put it in B tier. Now I put the Humvee one B tier also, but I put it above. Now we got the mine layer top path. He can see stealth and do a lot of damage, but he's just not that good, to be honest. I put it at B tier. I would put it below the operators because it's the bottom path here. Is it? Yeah, this is the bottom path. He's just so good. His like the thermite is just does so much damage. Alright, now we have the sniper. I forget which path it is, but it's the one that with the ability that can see the stealth. I'll put him in A tier. I like his ability that he can see stealth, but this guy is like he has the piercing and everything, but I don't really use him too often. I'll put it at B tier, but above this operator. Now we got the railgunner. I'm pretty sure this is the top path. Yeah, this is the top path that can see stealth. He's alright. I'll put it on A tier. He does a good amount of fire rate. Could really help a lot of extra mode against the enemies with stealth, but I would just use laser gunner, to be honest. Now we got the cryo. Oh, this cryo is actually, now I'm thinking about it, he's not that bad at all. He could freeze a lot of enemies. I put it in S tier, but this one he's not that good. B tier. Now this is the bottom path rocket trooper. I mean, he's super expensive, but I really don't use rocket trooper besides easy and intermediate mode. So I put it at B tier, but above everything else, like high B tier. I don't really like him too much. Now this one I like a lot. The top path, I love spamming this rocket trooper. Like it does so much damage to bosses. So yep. I've got flamethrower boat. Oh, so good. I love the flamethrower boat. Like if there's a water map, if it wasn't, let's just consider a water map. This boat tower is actually so good. Like the flame effect, just amazing. Now we have this boat tower. This is the top path. It does alright. Maybe I put it A tier. Nah, I'll put it B tier. I don't like using it too much. Now we have top path farm S tier. Literally, I figured this out like pretty recently. If you like put a lot of railgunners next to it, it gives way more money than the bottom path, which I'll put in A tier. Still gives a lot of money, but it's not as much as top path. I'll put it above the cryo at the low S tier. Now we got barracks bottom path. So good. S tier. Literally love it. Flamethrower is amazing. Riders are amazing. Now we got discount EDJ. S tier. Saves you so much money. Like especially with Juggernaut and Railgunner. And then we have top path EDJ. So good. 40% attack speed. That's crazy. Now we have the John. This John I put at A tier. The damage boost, the John Rage ability is really good. And he has a pretty good DPS. And now we have John's bottom path. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does 4,000 damage every 12 seconds with his ability, but I wouldn't use him. I don't really like the micro that much, to be honest. Now we have voice crack. Oh my god. Now we have top path railgunner. He's so good. The piercing, the 2 pierce, and like how his rapid fire is so good in extra mode. Just love him. And then we have the dual pistol one, A tier. Does really good amount of damage and reveals stealth too, so it's not bad. Skyhawk. I feel that Skyhawk is not really that good. I'd rather use any other tower. Put him in high B tier. Does a lot of damage though, cause like it has a high. I'll put it low A tier actually. And then we have the top path. Put in S tier. I like using this artillery whatever mode, because it just does so much damage and it helps a lot. Now we have this jug S tier. Whoa, not really a coincidence. 1,200 DPS, literally so good. And now we have this juggernaut. He's alright. I mean, I don't really use him too much. I don't really see a purpose. Is that armor piercing? Wait, is it armor piercing or bullet resistance? Like, ignores it. I don't know. But he's just not as good as the bottom path Jug. Now we have this barracks. Put it in A tier. He's actually pretty good. See, stealth, has 850 health and does 200 damage. I like him. And lastly, we have this railgunner. This railgunner is actually nuts. Like, it melts all the bosses. So good. Like 6,000 damage. You can make it 9,000 damage with the boost.